Good evening, my family. Okay, so this is a pre-recorded video. This is for Friday in place of the Friday Night Live video because I will be currently, while you're watching this, baking for tomorrow's breakfast. So we are going to be working all about dips, and as soon as we come back, I have something that I would like to talk to you about as well. So let's get started. Okay, my family, so yeah, I'm still in the same shirt because it's still the same evening where I had prepared my supper tonight with the pizza boat. Now, what I will be telling you, this has been a crazy week this week, so I haven't concentrated too much on putting decency on a plate. Starting next week, though, we are going to be working very hard at putting elegance as much as we can. And it's not about the elegance of it, but it is about the health aspect of our meals, the presentation of it, and the flavor. We are going to emphasize more on the Mediterranean. Y'all, I have many who have been with me for over 2 years now, and all of a sudden, like us, life just hit them from out from under their feet. And so now they ended up with reports in their health they have not wanted. And they're here with me, and they're entrusting me to help them. So with that, y'all, I entrusted God to help and lead me and guide me, and I take this very seriously. And I take you very seriously as well. I am going to make sure to do my ultimate best from here on, starting Monday, to bring you food that is healthy for you, flavorful, in a way that you can enjoy without knowing that you have health issues. Now, I'm not going to be perfect at this, but I'm going to do my best. And it's what I would do for myself. And what I do for myself would be how do I explain this? I wouldn't want to hurt anybody else if I'm not going to hurt myself. So just look forward, because we have fall, we have holidays, and that is one of everybody's main concern is, well, I have this issue. What am I going to do now for the holidays? I have this certain situation. What am I going to do now? So I'm going to help you through that. And I'm going to be able to show you how to put a presentation on your table that is outstandingly beautiful, healthy for you, and you can honestly say without guilt, I can eat this and know that it's okay for me. So I will have a variety. You can pick and choose what you like. So tonight we are going to start with some dips. Now, a lot of us, when we think of dips, we think about grabbing the Dean's French onion dip, or sometimes we will grab that homemade thing of guacamole at the grocery store. Very rarely these days do we make homemade. Now, I am actually going to be bringing 3 tonight because I want a variety, and one of them will be a version of Boursin cheese made with just a block of cream cheese and some seasonings. Another one we're going to be doing is an avocado tomato. This is a really good dip to use with tortillas, just to be able to sit back and eat, and enjoy it. But again, with everything, y'all, it's moderation. Another one with crackers that you can do, or a tortilla if you want to, would be a crab dip. Now, these would be ones that would be slightly healthier. Yes, there's sour cream in these. Yes, there's mayonnaise in these. And for the most part, a lot of these can be used under low carb or somewhat Mediterranean as well. And when you want to be able to host a party or to have your family over as gatherings, these would be a healthier version to put on your table than just the ordinary store stuff. So let's get started. Now I'm going to start with the Boursin cheese first, because this one here is going to have to be whipped with a mixer. So we're going to get this started, and then we're going to put this one in the refrigerator. Okay, y'all, so this recipe calls for 12 ounces of whipped cream cheese. We don't have any whipped, so I'm basically going to whip it myself. And I'm just going to use a 8-ounce block of regular cream cheese that is softened. And so we're going to whip this up with an old-fashioned beater. You don't see much these days nowadays, and I'm guilty for it too. I used a KitchenAid mixer or something like that. Well, I am tonight bringing out old Bessie. She is older than about as old as this house is, I'd say, but she is my faithful. So I'd like to introduce you all to Miss Hamilton Beach Bessie. She is going to be my helper today in the kitchen, believe it or not. I mean, I really don't see YouTubers using these hardly anymore. Alright, I need a clove of garlic. And we're going to add this that's minced into this mix. Now this is going to be one that as it sits and marries all the flavors, it gets and improves even greater. So this will be sitting in the refrigerator for me overnight. Now, for each seasoning, this is going to call for 2 teaspoons of everything, but a scant, not a heaping teaspoon. So we're just going to take everything that we have, and we're going to make 2 teaspoons of basil. Oops. And I'm actually using a ½ teaspoon here, y'all, because it fits in my jar. So 4 times that would be my 2 teaspoons that I'm adding to this. Y'all, I'm messy. Don't know what's wrong with me tonight. 2 teaspoons of tarragon. Two teaspoons of thyme or thyme. 2 teaspoons of oregano. Two teaspoons of marjoram. Yes, this seems like a lot of seasonings, y'all, but I promise you this is going to taste good. I have eaten this before and it's amazing. 2 teaspoons of ground sage. And 2 teaspoons of parsley. And now I'm going to need 2 teaspoons of chopped chives or chives. And now we're going to take our mixer and we're going to blend all of this up really well. Let me get all this out of the way, and then we're going to come back and mix this. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to do this right quick, but I'm not going to spend the whole time because this can get quite loud. But this is all you do, and then this will be finished. You just want to make this nice and fluffy. I'm going to finish this off and then we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so there's our Boursin cheese, and now I am going to put this in the refrigerator and let it marry overnight. What can we have with this? This is great on a nice butter cracker or any homemade cracker, to be honest with you, and in my favorite, pretzels. So we like to take it, dip our pretzels in it, especially the pretzel sticks, and definitely a good copycat version, and honestly a whole lot cheaper than buying the actual Boursin cheese that you can find in the deli. You actually get more out of it too. So on to our next dip. Okay, y'all, so I don't know about making all three tonight. It just got me thinking because we have to eat this. And in my reality, I don't know if we can eat them all at the, within a certain amount of time. So I'm actually going to do 2 of them, and then the third one we will do probably sometime next week once we get through these. And that one is going to be the avocado tomato. Right now we're going to do the crab dip. This one here can be versatile in so many things. It actually is somewhat of a crab salad that could be served on a cracker for a dip, or you can actually use it as a topping in a salad. You can actually take a bed of lettuce and top it on that and have a wrap out of this. You can make a wrap out of a tortilla if you wanted. There is a kick to my crab salad that I add to mine, and I love the taste of curry to it. It just takes the flavor of the salad and just sets it to another level. So we're going to be adding a touch of curry to this. Now we're going to get started on that, and the appliance that I'm using for this one honestly is just my food processor. So we're going to move on to the next thing. Okay, y'all, so I have 1 pound or 16 ounces of imitation crab meat that I'm going to add to this. And I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of black olives to this. You can add as much as you want. There's no particular recipe on this. This is just preference and flavor. And I don't have any fresh green onions, but I do have some dehydrated, so I'm going to be adding that in here afterwards, because this one's going to sit in my refrigerator overnight, so it'll take the dehydration of the green onions and add it to this and rehydrate. So at this point, we're going to take and shred this. We don't want to emulsify this into a mush. We just want some nice shredded shreds. I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute. Alright, y'all, so I'm just going to pulse this and keep an eye on how it's looking. I don't want my shreds to be too thick or too thin. Right here. This is what we're looking for. Let me go ahead and take this off. And see, y'all, these dips don't take no time, truthfully, to make. So we'll show you what we're looking for. Right there. That's it. So let me get this into a bowl, and we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so here is our mix. Now these are my chopped green onions that I dehydrated, and I'm going to add about 1/4 cup to this, maybe a little more. And it's dry now, but trust me, it's going to have mayonnaise in it, so it's going to constitute really well. I'm going to add about a teaspoon, maybe even a 1/2 teaspoon actually, of some garlic powder, because mine is actually really fresh, like made from fresh garlic that I dehydrated, so it's really potent. But for most part, you might, if you're using store-bought garlic, go ahead and add a teaspoon. It's not going to hurt it. I'm going to add about a 1/2 teaspoon, or 1/2 tablespoon actually, of some dill, dried dill, to this. Now here's where I add. Now I'm going to go by taste on this, but I'm going to start out with a 1/2 teaspoon of curry powder to my mix, and believe me, this tastes, oof, yum. I could smell it already. Oof. And then a 1/2 tablespoon of lemon juice. Now, we're going to add approximately, this is based by your preference, about 1/4 to 1/2 a cup of mayonnaise. Now mix this up real good, and I'm going to go from there to see what my preference is. I may be adding more of certain ingredients, so we're going to find out in just a minute. And it looks like I probably will add a little bit more mayonnaise to mine. More of a 1/2 cup is what it's looking like. So I'm going to add just a little bit more to that, not much. There we go. And as you see, y'all, it does not take hardly any effort to make these. They're quick, they're simple. You can do this in the morning, put it in the fridge in the evening that you all gather, everything is done. And you didn't have to spend a whole lot of time on preparing. And the next dip that I make, probably next week, you're going to find that that is going to be the same way. Actually, I may do that probably Sunday and have that posted for Monday. But let me see here. Let me go ahead and give this a taste. Go ahead and set you up too. Okay, y'all, so we're gonna taste this and see if this needs anything else. Be right back. And that's our dip number 2. Now we're going to go put this in the refrigerator, and I will be right back with you. Okay, my beautiful family, so that's it. Each one took approximately maybe 10 minutes, if that. They're super simple yet so flavorful, and so I wanted to share that with you. I am also getting ready to, as the temps start to cool, I'm going to be showing you ways of making your own homemade crackers in various different ways. Fresh milled flour will be my main source. However, I am also aware with many of my subscribers in this family, you are not all fresh millers. So I will always include, at this point from now on, both fresh milled and those with non-fresh milled, so that you can be able to make these crackers as well to the best of my ability. I'm going to start acknowledging everybody in the way that you are in your life. I am listening, y'all, and I apologize if it seems like I haven't. Sometimes I had things that got in the way, and it's time to put my act together. So I am going to, Miss Kimberly, you touched me very deeply tonight, and you kind of set something with me. I do believe at this point God used you to talk to me in a very deep way. And so your conversation this evening that we had, I'm here for you, my sister, and I'm going to do the best I can. Y'all, we have subscribers that are coming to us, and their health has changed. Just like mine, just like my husband's. So I want to be the one to be able to bring hope into people's lives. I want to be able to bring excitement onto their plate, flavor above everything that they have ever tried, and yet very safe and healthy for them. So this is my goal, I promise you. So I hope these helped you. Now, these dips are not exactly super healthy. However, you can adapt these recipes. This is what's great about this. Instead of full fat mayonnaise, now we are using Duke's, because the Duke's has no hidden sugar in it. And that would be for my husband. He can safely eat Duke's and it does not affect his sugar. Where honestly Hellmann's has. So we have to watch what we do. You may choose to use a low-fat mayonnaise. You may use an olive oil mayonnaise or anything as such. So these preferences, this is just a recipe. Make it your own. Make it safe for you. Make it in your way. But know that the flavors are always going to be there no matter how you change it. So I love you, and until next time, look forward, because we're going to Ripley's, y'all. We're going to spend an entire day at the biggest flea market and see from farm animals to Mexican food. We're going to one place has a Mexican store that is so cool. They have a lot of fresh red chilies and garlic and so many things. I'm going to take you there. So look forward to seeing a bunch of stuff on Saturday with me. I love you very, very much, and y'all, I hope you're ready because we got some excitement as fall starts coming in and the holidays. I'm here for you. So hugs, love, mwah. See you next time from Parton's Heritage Homestead.